now. Hey there, everybody. My hair's all a mess. I'm Eric Himan, and this is Trial and Eric, edition 5 million. I don't even know what I'm on now. I can't believe I'm still doing this, but it's so much fun, and people keep asking, so I'm going to keep doing it. So we are here today with Isaac Rocha.
Hey guys.
There he is. Let's just move it this way.
This way. All right.
In his lovely, lovely kitchen, and we're here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we're making meatballs. And he says he makes the best meatballs ever.
I do.
I think I make a pretty good meatball.
My balls are better.
His balls are better, he says. So, we're having a meatball off.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, competitively making meatballs. And it's perfect since both of us added turkey to our meatballs because it's Thanksgiving this week. So, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you can hear us. If you're there, please join our little chat over on the right side. The right side, your right side. And we can talk. I'll say something right now. Thanks for watching. And thanks for letting me borrow this.
You bet. We had to look like chefs.
We do.
Real chefs.
Real chefs. I like yours as well.
Thank you. It's got
You
little,
have stuff on yours.
Yeah. It's like little
Like stirs and
utensils.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
You need those.
Okay, so meatballs. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
How do you make your meatballs?
All right. So I always like to actually use pork, but I'm substituting pork for turkey in case you can't, if it's not part of your diet. So pork obviously has more flavor than any other meat, and that's why I enjoy using it. But I'm going to substitute it with turkey. I use the leg of the turkey because it has a lot more fat and flavor. So if I can't use my pork, I'm going to get the flavor part of the turkey. And then in addition to that, I'm going to substitute that with 97% lean beef. Obviously, I want to be a little bit health conscious, and that kind of makes me feel better, at least inside, that I'm trying to make it a little bit healthier to eat.
I think you're intimidating me by describing which part of the turkey you're using that was ground up.
I told you, bring it.
Okay, now I'm scared. Okay, so now what are you adding to that?
So let me get to that. You're going to
This is gonna be
get
good.
3 eggs, mix them up.
Yes.
Then you're going to add the following. And
It's
write
like we're on a
everything
news
down.
channel
Yeah.
now. You have your thing.
So 1 cup of breadcrumbs.
Yes.
If you don't want the extra sodium, you can go ahead and just use plain breadcrumbs. I like using the Italian ones because it has more flavor. You're going to use about half a tablespoon of pepper,
Mm-hmm.
a teaspoon of half garlic powder.
Yeah.
Garlic's really important, it's full of flavor. Half teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of herbs, and so you're going to use all of your Italian herbs, which is
Italian.
Italian. That's your thyme, your rosemary, your oregano, and your fresh basil. Most Italian recipes have that. And then you're going to do 2 tablespoons of flat leaf Italian parsley, 2.5 tablespoons of garlic, and about the same with salt. And then you're going to take that crazy concoction, mix it up, and you're also going to start with a pound of turkey and a pound of the lean beef. So normally I would like to do a pound of pork and a pound of lean beef, so that's 2 pounds of meat. Mix it all together, and with the magic of the internet, your balls come out looking like this. You're
It's a big ball.
That's a big ball. And what I like to do is I like to half it. That's going to make 2, half that, and then you get 8 balls.
It
So
smells really good.
once we do that,
Well,
I'm going to see it here in a minute.
well, here's how I make my meatballs. Hey Enzo, thank you for watching. So here's how I make my meatballs. I use typically meatballs. I don't know. Traditionally, it's a half a pound of ground beef, half a pound of ground veal, and a half a pound of ground pork. Well, I don't know why in this part of the country veal is not the easiest to find. You would think in Oklahoma you could find veal, but it is hard to find. So I use, in this recipe, since it is Thanksgiving, I use a pound of turkey and half a pound of pork. So turkey meets pig in this recipe. So then I take onions, 2 onions, cut it all down into small pieces, add a little bit of garlic, throw it on the stove, cook it up, saute it a little bit, pull it off the stove, let it cool, add in my meat, add in my onions, add in 2 eggs, add in a cup of Parmesan cheese, add in a cup of breadcrumbs, and a little bit of rosemary and some poultry seasoning, and voila! Put it into balls, and here we go. In the oven, See, that's how we do things differently here in this competition. Mine go into the oven first. So I'm going to put that in here. Oh, you already on that.
In there.
Yeah, in they go. And they're going to cook in there for 15 minutes. And then I'm going to brown them. And then they're done. And then you just put it in your favorite sauce. You have already put yours in. Well, you're going to show us. Let me move the camera towards you.
So what I'm going to do is the complete opposite of Eric. I'm actually going to brown my balls first. And so you just get a nice golden brown. And then the reason why they're going to be cooked to the perfect moisture in the middle is because after I sear them, I bake them for about 12 minutes at 400 degrees, and then they come out perfectly cooked. And that's the timer, so they're done.
Nice. I'm going to set this down so we all don't get blurry-eyed and dizzy. That's very good.
Great.
So you brown them first,
Yes,
and they stay in that form?
they do.
I feel like when I make meatballs, I feel like they always end up dissolving if I brown them first. So I'm learning something from Mr. Isaac, Chef Isaac.
Yeah. The two
Chef
most
Isaac.
important categories in that meatball is the sage, that's going to add a lot of flavor, the eggs, which is going to act like that glue, and then the our good old friend here, grated Parmesan.
Mr. Parmesan cheese.
So those are the three components that make these balls, these giant balls, so good.
Hey Corey, thank you for watching. We have somebody else.
Should we start with the sauce?
Oh, we have sauce too?
So I'm going to teach you guys how to make sauce because I refuse to do a canned salt.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get that started.
And I'm going to put this over here and tell you that I didn't make sauce. I didn't.
Cheater.
Somebody's going above and beyond. And this is what I'm using. Enzo, cheese. I think you get a good view from here. There we go. Alright, so we're making homemade sauce. Somebody made garlic bread too. Fancy.
Sorry, we're
Oh, you're good.
getting moved around here.
We are making sauce. Just say no to Prager. This is all happening in real time, people. Real time. Oh, I didn't realize that I could reply on these things. It says, reply, ban, delete. I will not ban anybody tonight. Everybody be on your best behavior.
Alright, so sauce starts with EVOO. This literally takes 5 minutes. There's never an excuse.
EVOO.
Yeah, good old EVOO.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Yep. And I'm going to add my onions. So about half of a big onion.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to add a little bit of yellow and red pepper. So I'm going to sneak those vegetables, because they're gorgeous, into the sauce. Start with that.
This is good.
And if you can hear that sound, that's what you want.
That is the sound. That is the sound of meatballs cooking and sauce being made.
Alright, so what we do at this stage is we actually add all of our seasoning right here with the onions and the peppers because we're going to hold on to that seasoning. So,
Trial and Eric really needs to get another camera.
about a tablespoon of salt,
Yeah.
a tablespoon of pepper,
Tablespoon of pepper, nice. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
we're going to also add our garlic, And I love this roasted garlic that's kind of pre-made already.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I love garlic, but if everyone's eating garlic, it doesn't really matter. Everyone will have garlic bread. And then I add regular minced California garlic.
So there's 2 types of garlic in your sauce?
Yes.
Ooh.
We're going to add our herbs, so it's the same 4. We're probably going to do 2 tablespoons.
Have you ever cooked on TV before?
No, it's my first time.
Oh my gosh, you're doing a really good job.
This is about a tablespoon of parsley. And then I'm going to leave the rest because I want to put it when the sauce is actually cooking. Make sure you mix while you're putting ingredients in because you don't want any of the herbs to burn.
Isaac, is this your go-to sauce that you use for other things too?
Everything, lasagna, and that's another great point, Eric. You can make a lot of sauce at first, and you can store it in the fridge, and then 2 days later you can make lasagna.
Oh, nice. That's a good question.
Great question. That smells so good.
Ooh, it smells amazing.
So what I love to do at this point is add my heat. So add less heat, and then if you like a lot more heat, once the sauce is in there, you can adjust. So I'm going to do about a tablespoon of chili powder. I want it hot enough where it's at the end of the sauce, like in the back of my tongue, not in the front where it's just burning up.
And it says, thanks, Isaac.
A little bit of cayenne pepper, so about a
Cayenne pepper.
tablespoon.
It smells very Italian in here.
Red chili pepper. Same.
So this is kind of a spicy sauce, right?
It's a little spicy.
A little spicy.
Warm you up here in the winter time.
In the wintertime here in Tulsa where today's temperature is like 70, which is very odd.
Alright, so Eric, you want to show that again. You'll know the onions and the peppers are cooked when they're kind of that translucent. So that's all you need to get them to.
Yeah.
So, final part of this, the secret weapon, fire roasted crushed tomatoes.
Mmm. Look at that. Now we're making spaghetti sauce. So 2 cans?
Yeah, because I'm going to make enough for...
And they're crushed already.
They're fire roasted and they're crushed, so you don't have to deseed them or any of that stuff. And then you mix this in. And guys, that's how you make sauce. That's it.
That's it?
So if anyone can't do that, I'm disappointed. So the other secret of sauce making is you have to taste it. So you definitely want to taste it, adjust the salt and pepper, adjust the heat to your liking, but always start on the milder part of the heat because you can never go more mild, but you can go hotter.
It smells like an Italian restaurant in New York in here. It smells amazing.
That's it. And now I add a little bit of that parsley that I had left over.
For looks?
So it makes it look pretty.
Parsley, you just can't go wrong throwing parsley in anything. That's what I believe.
And now we're just going to turn down the heat so it doesn't bubble and it just simmers.
The Nelson girls are Team Eric.
What?
I didn't know how it got competitive.
What about my sauce, guys? Come on.
I don't know if they were here to see what my special ingredient of sauce is. So now you've seen how Isaac makes sauce, which is quite impressive. Now you're going to see how I make sauce. Are you ready? That's it. Just go buy some of this. So in the sauce category, you were the winner.
Thank you.
Sir. So, if you're catching on right now, Isaac's meatballs have first been browned.
Correct.
And then they went in the oven for about, 15 minutes?
12 to 15 minutes, depending on your area, depending on if it's a gas or electric oven. But you want to check them, and you always want to sacrifice, since they're giant size balls, you want to sacrifice one of them to see if they're cooked all the way through.
Good deal. Yeah, because the thing I noticed about, I don't know, my grandfather, I never remember him browning them. I just always remember him just putting it in the oven.
Right.
But if you just put it in the oven, they have no color.
Right.
And they'll look weird and gross.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I had to learn that lesson the hard way.
I think we should try the sauce and see where it's at.
Yes, we should try the sauce. You guys, smell-o-vision. I wish we had that here at Ustream. Eric Himan and Ustream and Isaac over here. But I'll just describe it for you. I also would like to say that I've been going very gray recently, which makes me feel old. That's good. That's really good.
I'm going to put a little bit more heat in it because I like a little bit more heat.
I'm not a big spicy fan. Is Isaac the winner in the garlic bread section too?
I think so.
LOL. I didn't make garlic bread either. I showed up and I made meatballs. Hopefully they come out great, but I have to say Isaac really brought his meal game, his A game, his meatball A game. But the sauce is very good, and we have about 10 more minutes, and my meatballs have about 5 more minutes in the oven, and I will. I'm gonna check them if you wouldn't mind. So here we are. Those are my meatballs, which I put them in the oven first, and then I brown them. But as you can see, they're getting nice and good. And then I will brown them. And then we'll see who really makes the best meatballs. So on a side note, it's funny, I have been cooking and doing all this stuff around town in Tulsa and on my little Trial and Eric show that you guys are awesome for watching. Thank you so much. I've been doing this for a while. That it's funny, I used to be a musician. I don't know if you know that, Isaac. But
A little bit.
But now I get recognized around town for cooking, which is a compliment and also odd. Because I'll be like, you know, at the gym or something, and somebody will come over to me and say, "Hey, aren't you that chef?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not a chef, but thank you for recognizing me. I'm actually a musician." But it's been a lot of fun doing this, cooking and figuring stuff out, and getting to meet people who really know what they're doing, meaning Isaac. So thank you for watching. The music side of stuff, I have to give a plug to pledgemusic.com, which my band and I are trying to raise funds for. So little commercial there for that. Just go to erichiman.com and you can read all about it. ERICHIMAN. Yeah, that's fun.
So a quick lesson on the bread because it's really quick. You melt some butter,
Yeah.
put some olive oil in there, a little bit of salt, and then again we're going to go back to the roasted garlic
Mm-hmm.
and the minced garlic. You can get that at Whole Foods. A
Yeah.
little bit of parsley, a little bit of your Italian herbs, and you
Mhm.
make this beautiful paste,
Yes.
just like that. And then we go over here, and we just dabble that
Slather it
there.
on.
It also has mozzarella cheese, so that's going to create a nice
Smells amazing.
cheese.
I don't know if you guys are hungry watching this, but I am.
And then you just put it in the oven. It's that easy.
That is easy. Speaking of the oven, it's time to get my meatballs out.
Hold it.
Yep. So I will show you real quick. As that goes in, they will come out, and I can set them. Thank you so much. Doing like double duty on camera stuff. So we have the meatballs in there. I'm about to pull them out. I'm just going to wash this off real fast.
These are my balls. Just remembering right there. And my sauce, which is nicely coming along.
So I am just going to wipe this out real quick. Put a little bit of olive oil down. I'm doing this.
Last thing, I totally forgot. Shiitake mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms too. Is that
Add
throwing
them-
this off?
Goes right in the sauce.
Nice.
And you add them toward the end because they don't need a lot of cook time.
Okay. Where's the best place to put that pan?
Right there.
Huh?
Right there.
Oh, right here?
No.
Oh, that pan I mean.
Oh. Let's just move these guys over to
Okay.
over there.
No, 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 no.
Just move that over.
Actually, I'm going to set this. Let me set this right here.
We need some EVO.
Enzo. I don't know, Eric. I think Isaac may have outballed you. We'll see.
Sweet.
He did bring a lot.
EVO in there.
Yes, yes. Thank you. This is probably hot. So I'm just going to move it over here. So we got our oil going. Use that. Can I borrow that? Alright, so I'm taking these meatballs out. Setting them over here. And then I'm going to grab them and throw them right into my oil while those are baking. Alright, so I'm going to use this spatula and that spoon. Alright, so they're pretty much cooked, but they look like that, which isn't necessarily a nice browning look. So, into the oil they go. I'm going to keep that around. Is this one? Oh yeah, you're good. Alright. So I'm just going to take them off here and throw them all in. And let them do their thing. Nice and sizzling. Remember, these look a bit different because they are turkey. So they'll also brown a bit differently. Need to make room. Come on, guys, make some room. In they go. Alright. So we'll let them sit for a second, and then just kind of flip them so they're on like all four sides. They're getting nice and good and brown. I'm going to go back to this. See, I have to say, you're really good at this. Sitting at home, you're really good at this. I mean, Isaac holding the camera. Because I have to say, like, I've done this once where I did it the way you did it, and I browned them first, and they just fell apart. And this way, they're kind of, it's a little foolproof. So, as we wrap this up, I'm going to brown this one real quick. And then, you know what we forgot? Somebody to taste test this. I guess we're even. But that's two different ways you can make meatballs. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't know, if you stick around for another few minutes, I'm sure we'll actually be able to eat them. Yours are done, right?
Uh-huh.
These brown really fast. Is yours brown really fast?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Nice and juicy.
Look at that.
Da-da-da. Oh yeah, that's really good.
That's good. Are yours always pretty consistent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Wouldn't it be funny if I was really competitive and I'm like, that's really bad after all that work? Alright.
There's enough the sauce, guys.
I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. Somebody says, I see a meatball sandwich in your future. Enzo wrote, everybody's a winner. W-I-N-N-A. Your friends from North Carolina. Hey, Brian. I owe you guys a visit. Alright, I'm going to be able to pull one of these out for us to taste in just a bit. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Though, I have to say, and I'm going to call myself on it, the onions on the outside kind of coming off a little bit.
Oh, bread's done.
Bread's done? Let me grab this. Delish. Look at that. Master Isaac Chef. Master Chef. Alright, I'm going to set this over here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm going to turn this off. Let that stay on. Is that on? I'm like clicking something. I just turned it off. Yeah, oh, I was turning that one off. I was just turning that one on for you.
It's okay. I think my.
Alright. I think we are good. You want to try one of these?
Yeah.
Let me find a good one. Alright, here we go. Nice and brown. That's probably super ass hot. Super ass hot.
There's that.
There you go. Cooked in the middle, yes.
Yes.
Just be careful, it's very hot. And it's all stuck together in a row.
Alright.
Moment of truth, moment of truth. Is it good?
Mm-hmm. The onions are really good.
The onions?
They add this really fun flavor.
Mm-hmm.
They can completely taste different though.
Thank you.
I think we got 2 good balls.
I think we got 2 good balls. So I'm going to bid you all adieu. Thank you so much for watching. LOL Shane just said, oh, he is live. Oh, I know he's your... oh, he knows you're watching. Oh, tell him I said hey. Hey, Shane. And hey, Jim. Hey, Enzo. Thank you all. David, thank you all so much for listening. And Corey.
Hi guys.
Isaac. Rocha.
That's right.
There we go. Tune back in. This will be recorded, and you'll be able to catch it just on this site, Trial and Eric, under erichyman.com. I'm doing this like my friend Angel. She'll laugh at that tomorrow at coffee. Ustream.com/Trial and Eric and www.erichyman.com. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy Thanksgiving.